major announcement with regard to January 6th. Your Freedom Watch goes where no one else will dare to tread. We have just filed a class action lawsuit, Rivera versus Garland, Wray, the FBI, and the U.S. Department of Justice, over the illegal surveillance of January 6th peaceful protesters. We know what happened. It's been admitted by our so-called government that they illegally surveilled the January 6th protesters, much like was revealed by Edward Snowden many years ago with that mass surveillance of the cell phone companies and others. At that time, I sued the Justice Department, I sued the National Security Agency, I sued the CIA, and I got preliminary injunctions against the Biden administration for violating Fourth Amendment and First Amendment constitutional rights. We're going to do this again. Now, this case is important. It was filed in the U.S. District Court for the Northern District of Florida. It's been assigned randomly to Judge Witherill, a Trump appointee, and we are confident that it will go forward. It's airtight. We know the illegal surveillance occurred. And it is extremely likely, if not certain, that evidence was obtained illegally with regard not just to clients that I have, but with regard to tens of thousands, if not others, who were on the mall and went to the Capitol that day peacefully and legally to protest not just the 2020 elections, but government corruption in general, which had grown extremely acute. We have asked not just for large monetary damages for the class, and the class could go into the hundreds of thousands. There were many people in Washington that day that were probably illegally surveilled. But we've also asked for preliminary injunctive relief, that is, that the prosecutions and the convictions of the January 6th protesters be thrown out, be terminated, be dismissed, because illegal evidence was used to get the conviction. As far as the monetary damages, we're asking for excess of $1 billion. This is a case I brought for Freedom Watch in a public interest. Freedom Watch won't make any money with regard to any damages that are obtained. We're doing this because it's right. We're doing this because we represent the interests of the American people. We're doing it because we cannot allow government tyranny to continue to beat the American people back and to keep us down. What has been going on with the Gestapo of the Justice Department, with Attorney General Merrick Garland and FBI Director Christopher Wray, who have been sued individually under a case versus Bivens, they'll be responsible when we prevail for monetary damages. Whether the government backs them up on that remains to be seen. But these people are absolute legal tyrants, and they could care less about the constitutional rights of American citizens, including the January 6th protesters. So go to freedomwatchusa.org. See what we're doing. Take a look at the complaint. Review it. It's going to be up there today at freedomwatchusa.org. Contribute with tax-deductible contributions. This case is going to be extremely expensive. We need your strong financial support, and we need your prayers. Because without groups like Freedom Watch that actually take action, we just don't get documents. We bring hard-hitting lawsuits. And watch what we're going to do tomorrow with Anthony Fauci. We expect a conviction of Anthony Fauci for mass homicide with regard to the tens of millions of people that were killed over COVID-19 thanks to his actions. We will not turn the other cheek. Jesus never turned the other cheek in reality. We need to hold these people accountable. And with God's divine providence, we will do so. So remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. We are helping ourselves. We, the American people, must now rise up and throw the yoke of this leftist tyranny off of our backs before we all hang. As Thomas Jefferson and also Benjamin Franklin said, this was Benjamin Franklin's quote, either we all hang together or separately we will hang. God bless you. God bless your family. And remember that we have to act on our own if we're going to save this country. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Watch what we do with regard to Dr. Anthony Fauci tomorrow as well. And thank you for listening to me.